Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Light Chaser. I really enjoyed this one. It was recommended for me to read by Tangible Reads, so thank you for this recommendation. It was definitely a win. This is kind of a novella-length science fiction book, so it was around like 150 or 200 pages, something like that. I listened to the audiobook. It was so well done. It took me like a chapter to kind of understand what was going on, but after that, it made a lot of sense. So it's about this girl. She's a light chaser. Basically, every 1,000 years, she goes to this place and picks up these collars that she leaves behind, and it records the lives of the people who wear them. And I'll get into more of that when I'm talking about my reviews. But then she starts seeing this guy pop up in the recordings, but like hundreds of years apart, he's popping up. And he's leaving her messages through other people's collars, basically telling her, don't trust your AI. So he's only able to leave a little chunk of information each time, knowing that she'll eventually collect these collars. So that is what happens in this story. So there's a little bit of a mystery of who this guy is and why he's telling her this information, and should she trust him? And then, of course, it's the whole sci-fi thing. It's pretty much a very closed setting, I guess you would say, because it's mostly just on her ship. And there's like one time where she's on the ground, and then you get some flashback stuff. But that's really it. So it's very isolated, which I enjoy sometimes. I really liked this one. I do recommend it. And now I'm going to be getting into the spoilery thoughts that I wrote down after reading it, which is just this page right here. Y'all know, if y'all been on this channel, I tend to go off track and on tangents. So, because I did write down my thoughts about the book, normally I wouldn't even remember hardly anything to say, to be honest. So, I'm trying to be better at writing down some stuff afterwards so I can tell y'all about it. But this will also just keep me on topic so that we're not here all day. So, I am going to be reading off of this. So I guess it would technically be like a scripted video, but I'm telling you that I'm reading it from this. Anyway, this was such an interesting novella. The Light Chaser goes to different planets and picks people to wear a collar that records their memories. Then, 1,000 years later, she returns them to her planet of immortal beings who experience the less fortunate's lives for entertainment. She is treated like a god because the collar wearers get a higher status in their society. Her AI keeps her from giving them the information that they'd need to advance and have better lives, because then there'd be no entertainment for her people. When she reviews the collars, she sees a guy in different timelines telling her not to trust her AI. Then she finds out he used to be... Okay, here's where you get a lot of spoilers, so make sure you tune off of this video if you don't want to be spoiled, because I'm going to spoil who he is and why he's there, which will ruin the whole book. So, anyway. So she winds up finding out that he used to be her husband, and he tells her how to destroy the AI so that she can distribute the information for everybody, and then find him so that they can have a happy ever after, finally. And it was really good, especially since it was so short. It was a contained book with mostly just her on her ship with the AI. I love to see her with her husband, but it just ends as soon as they find each other. So you don't really get the whole romance part very much. It takes almost the whole book for her to figure out what's going on. And then she has to have her AI do a reboot so that she'll have time to destroy the AI. So the whole scene where she's like in the room where the AI is at and she's like going at it with an axe or whatever to destroy it was so much fun to listen to. So yeah, that's what happens in this story. I do recommend this. If you're new to sci-fi, it might be a fun one for you to listen to because it is short and it's not overly complicated. So I think it will be fun. It actually reminds me a little bit of, oh gosh, what show? It's not Good Omens. Oh, I know what it is. It is it is a Neil Gaiman show where the Sandman, where he returns to this bar every 100 years, and he gave this guy immortality because he wants to see if this guy would actually want to live his whole life. So he gets to tell him all these things, and sometimes when he comes back, the guy's had a really rough time, and sometimes it's been okay. And he always like kind of has the spirit to continue living. And so, yeah, I don't know why, but like, I guess just the whole returning once every so often and getting to see this person just kind of reminds me a little bit of this book. So if you like Sandman, those episodes where he's getting to see that guy, then I think you would like Light Chasers. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with friends, and best of all, leave a comment down below. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!